Okay, welcome to this second video. In this video, we'll see data types and type conversion. Alright, so the aim is to check the data type of the following numeric variables, that is 23, 24.5, 24 minus 3j. Uh, that is a complex number, right? So we have an integer, we have a floating value, and we have a complex number. Alright, so then after having done that, we'll convert a number which is an integer into its binary, octal, and hexadecimal forms. This makes sense if you have prior knowledge of digital logic. All right, so if you don't if you don't have a background in electronics or computer science, I urge you to just search a bit about what it is. Basically, it is a counting system. Okay, binary has only two representations, that is 0 and 1, which is used by computers. Octal has 8 representations from 0 to 7 digits. All right, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes 8 digits. Hexadecimal has 16. All right, so you have your 0 to 9, which makes 10 digits, and then after that you go till F. Okay, so that makes hexadecimal. All right, and then you have to display everything in this form of representation. Okay, and display its type, whatever is the type of that value. All right, so this is our aim for today. Let's continue. This is our output, so let's try a different approach. What I'll do is I'll simply copy the output. All right, the entire output, and we'll try to achieve this particular aim. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm pasting this particular output over here. As you can see, it says enter an integer. I expect integer to be here, right? Then the type of data variable. Now see, until now I haven't used any ID. Okay, we have not used any VS Code or anything else. We are simply coding it into a notepad or any simple text editor. All right, so let's see this. First we'll see how to define a simple variable. Okay, so in Python, when you have to declare a variable, for example, if I have to declare an integer variable 23, what I'll do is I'll simply write I for integer is equal to 23, and that's it. Okay, so now I is given a value of 23. All right, and if I print, okay, if I print say 23, let's see, let's just type this line again. Okay, just copy this line, and if I paste it in here, okay, so the data type of this, that is variable. So I want this variable, right? So I'll simply, since now I said that you cannot concatenate. Let's go this. Let's take this step by step. Okay, so this is a static declaration. All right, so let's give it a comment. Okay, so pound sign in Python is a comment. Okay, so this is an integer. All right, it's a static integer. So static integer declaration. All right, it's a static integer declaration. So the data type of this variable, so this variable for this Since it is uh, a static, since it is an integer and it has to be concatenated with a string, what I have to do is I have to use the comma operator. Okay, so I have to use comma over here, and then I have to write I in between. All right, if I don't, what will happen is it will give me an error. So let's first see the error, and then we'll debug that error. All right, so I write I over here, and the rest of it is an integer, is a string for now. So I'll just simply write this as string. All right, so this is a string for now. All right, let's see this, save this. Okay, I saved it again as a text file. What I'll do is I'll just go to my desktop and I'll change the this extension. Okay, I'll change the rename the file itself. It will be program, or maybe prog2 dot py. That's use py. All right, so let's see if it has changed it over here. It has not. Let's open it again. Okay, let's open it with Notepad Pro. All right, so now what do we have? We have a static integer declaration. We have a comment given over here. Then we have our print statement, which has integer in between with a concatenation operator plus. Let's see if it works. All right, so now I come to my command prompt, that is the terminal again, and I simply write this Python 3 and then program 2. Now it is program 2, and it gives me an error. Okay, it says it can concatenate only string, not int or to string. Okay, so it basically verifies that you cannot concatenate integer with a string with any other data type using plus. Only string and string can be concatenated by using a plus. So let's replace that plus with a comma, and now save the file and run that program again. Okay, now it works, right? So the data type of 23 variable is class int. Now this class int again is static, right? It's given. All right, we don't want this to be static. What we want this to be is the output from function type. Okay, so type function tells us, type function basically tells us what type of variable it is that we are using. Okay, but again, that is a function, right? So it has to be concatenated, right? So it's a function, so the string that we have will end over here. All right, after the string ends, what we want is that our type will be concatenated. So we write a comma operator over here, and let's see if this one works. So let's save this file. After saving, we simply run this again, and it does work, right? So it has the class integer. There's a space, extra space in between, I guess, but that does not matter. It does not matter much, right? So we have the data type of this variable, that is 23, is class int, right? Now let's go and check for the other values. Okay, so we have this static declaration, that is 23, but we did not take it as it was a static declaration, right? We did not take it from the user. All right, so our programs till now is not what it needs to be, right? So I'll just copy this. Now these are a bunch of statements, right? uh, let's sorry let's paste it over here. Okay, now what I want is, I want this entire thing to be in comment. Okay, so we need something called as multi-line comments. If you have learned Java or C, you know how to declare multi-line comments over there, right? But in Python, multi-line comments are not supported. All right. So what we have instead is, you can simply write it as multi-line strings, which is triple quotes. Okay, so it is either triple single quotes. Okay, so this and this sorry, yeah, triple quotes over here, triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Okay, so 1 2 3 triple double quotes up and triple quotes below. Okay, 1 2 3. All right, and now if you don't assign it to a variable, so basically if I don't write x, so x y z is equal to, all right, x y z is equal to something, as we did over here, right, a variable declaration. If I don't do this, all right, and I run this program, all right, I save it and I run it. So when uh, Python sees this uh, particular program, what it will do is, it will assign this it will basically give it to the garbage collector, and the garbage collector will discard this particular value. Since it is not assigned to any variable, what the garbage collector will do is, it will delete that value. Okay, so it will discard that value. So that is what we intend to do, is we want to keep this in the file, but we don't want it to be uh, assigned it to any variable. We don't want it to be counted anywhere. All right, so after having done that, what we'll do is, we'll see if we can take this particular variable in a dynamic way. Okay, that is from the user. All right, now before we proceed to taking the variable dynamically, let me explain why we what happened over here. So if you have studied Python and Java and C, you might have encountered that we have the type of variable that is declared in front. So it in Java or C, it will be int something, right? Right? Int I equal to. We don't have that in Java, in Python. All right. In Python, what happens is, the Python interpreter, what it does is, it takes care of what data type it should assign, if that is a static assignment, of course. If that is a static assignment, then it will take care of the assignment of the data type based on what input we give. So as you can see, if we, when we gave 23 over here, the type was integer. Yes, it was the class integer. All right. So, but what happens if if we change over here, for example, let's take a floating value. Let's check all those things first. All right, let's just run it very quickly. So you can see, when I change the value, it changed the data type accordingly, right? It's a float value now. Okay, so similarly, when I change it to, say, to J, J is model. All right, so when I change it to a complex number, all right, now I is not basically this is a complex number, right? It has a static part and an imaginary part, right? It has a real value and a imaginary value. So when we take a complex number, save it and run this particular program, what will happen is, it will say that it is a complex number. All right. So now what we have to do is we have to take everything in a dynamic fashion and display the results. All right. So enter an integer and we expect it to be 23. All right. So I'll not change this above part. Let's just okay. Let's. So I hope you got uh, to understand what this is, right? How it does. This is called as dynamic typing by Python. All right. So when we say Python is dynamically typed, this is what we mean. That is, when we have say any value, right? It Python decides what value it is based on by looking at that particular value, and then it assigns the data type. It's not only for this one, not only the numeric values, it is also true for the string values. Okay, so if I type my name in here and I save it, all right, what will happen is it will say class string. All right. Okay, so let's stop over here. I guess that's a lot for a single video. We'll move on to the actual problem, that is taking inputs and then checking the data types in the next video. Okay. One more thing about dynamic typing that I forgot to mention is that if you have a variable which is already declared and there is another variable, say j, which is also equal to the string which we have, say an id, right? It has the same value. What Python does is basically it saves this value in a memory, right? And then all the other variables that follow after this, the second one, right? So if I say have this j, and then if I have say variable k, okay, so command v and then sorry, yes, k, all the variables which follow after the very first declaration, that is I equal to Ninad. All right, all these this one is actually allotted memory, right? The first one, the first declaration, and all the other ones they just simply point to that first declaration of memory. All right, so that is one aspect of dynamic typing that I forgot to mention. All right, so now we'll move on to this particular part that we have commented for long. All right, that will be the third video. Thank you.